Not everything that glitters is gold, and not every girl from Soweto to Sandton gets the soft life without a struggle. What you see on Instagram is often just a highlight reel, a dream edited for the camera. This is the story of Naledi, a young girl from Orlando, Soweto, who learns that success doesn't come easy, and that sometimes the real glow comes from the fight. Naledi grew up knowing what lack feels like, but every night, her phone showed her a different world. Naledi scrolls Instagram, luxury apartments, girls her age. Blessed. Soft life. Naledi. Quiet, bitter laugh. Look at them, Ma. Same age as me. Apartments. Trips. Hair always done. Mother, calm, knowing, wise. Social media doesn't show the full story, my child. But how do they afford it? No jobs, no stress, just vibes. Mother, firm, tired wisdom. They don't afford it. Nothing comes for free. Naledi rolls her eyes slightly, keeps scrolling. To Naledi, her mother sounded old-fashioned, out of touch, because the dream on her screen felt more real than the life she was living. One day, Naledi took her savings and was determined to go to Sandton, searching for the blessed life that she has been seeing on Instagram. She lied to her mother and told her she's going to look for work in this other suburbs of Johannesburg crowded taxi. Taxi rank. Naledi clutches her small bag. As the city changes, glass buildings rise, cleaner streets, quiet confidence. Taxi driver shouted, "Sandton? Sandton! 45, Rand." Naledi hesitates, then nods. As the taxi crossed Johannesburg, the city changed, and so did the air. Naledi presses her face to the window. "So this is Sandton," Naledi whispered, "the richest square mile in Africa. Glass buildings, quiet money, a world that didn't look like it wanted her, but she wanted it anyway." Naledi stands awkwardly outside a building, overwhelmed. Then a woman appeared, Zikumalo, polished, confident, designer outfit, flawless wig, and notices her. Sandton doesn't greet strangers kindly, especially girls from the township. Naledi looks lost. Z approaches, warm smile. "Hey, you okay?" Naledi, embarrassed. "Yeah, I just arrived." Z studies her quickly, notes the innocence, the hunger. "Come, you look like you could use a night out." Naledi saw kindness. Z saw potential. High-rise Sandton apartment, modern, expensive. Naledi walks slowly, touching surfaces, shocked. Naledi, in disbelief. "You live here?" Z casually said, "You can put your bag there." To Naledi, this wasn't just an apartment. It was the Instagram life. In real life. "Relax. You can stay until you find your feet." Naledi smiles, overwhelmed. "Thank you. I don't even know what to say. Gratitude makes people easy to guide. We're going to a rooftop party tonight." Naledi, nervous excitement. "A party? Like, here in Sandton?" Z smiles. "You'll get used to it." Naledi thought she'd been chosen by luck, by fate. She didn't know she'd been noticed. Music, city lights, champagne, Aisha Binet, glamorous, sharp eyes girl. Greets them. "Z, who's your friend?" "This is Naledi, she's new." Aisha, smiling politely. "Welcome to Sandton, babe." Naledi felt like she had finally arrived, surrounded by beauty, by ease, by people who looked like they never worried. Naledi smiles, soaking it all in. Early morning. Sandton's skyline. Z stands alone, calm but calculating. While Naledi slept, dreaming of her new life, Z was already awake. Z looks over the city. The soft life had stopped paying for itself, and Z needed a solution. She exhales, resolved. Naledi thought she'd found a blessing. Z knew she'd found an opportunity. This is episode 1 of 3. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Naledi wakes up on the couch, sunlight through glass windows. She looks around again, still shocked this is real. For Naledi, waking up in Sandton felt like waking up inside a dream. Naledi touches the couch, stands by the window. Naledi whispers soft to herself, "I really slept here. This kind of dream you're scared to move in case it disappears." Z opens her wardrobe, designer clothes, heels, wigs. Naledi watches closely. You can't move around Sandton looking like you're visiting, Z says as she hands Naledi a dress. Naledi is shocked. For me? Z casually says relaxed. Image matters here. Naledi thought this was generosity. Z knew it was branding. Naledi walking confidently beside Z. People stare differently now. Shop windows, coffee shops. Naledi says excited. People are actually nice here. Z, half smiling. They're not nice. They're curious. Confidence is contagious. So is illusion. They finally get to an outdoor restaurant. Aisha joins them. She scans Naledi with interest. Aisha says in a surprised voice, she cleans up well. Naledi laughs nervously. Thanks. She's got potential. Z says, looking at Naledi with a half smile. Aisha raises an eyebrow. Naledi heard a compliment. The others heard opportunity. Z takes photos of Naledi, shows her how to pose, lighting perfect. Z directs Naledi chin up. Relax your shoulders. Click. Click. I've never had pictures like this. Get used to it. Naledi posted her first soft life photo that night, and the likes came fast. Phone buzzing. Naledi scrolling comments, smiling, hashtag living my dream, hashtag so blessed. Validation is addictive, especially when you've never had it. Naledi, typing on her phone, hashtag manifesting. She finally felt chosen. Z inside the apartment. Bills open on her phone, debt notifications. She looks at Naledi sleeping peacefully. While Naledi gained followers, Z counted numbers. Z exhales slowly. Every soft life needs funding, and Z had just found hers.
Naledi wakes up late. Z already dressed, sharp, distant. Every dream has a moment where it changes tone. Naledi, cheerful, unaware. Morning. Z, short. We need to talk today. Naledi's smile fades slightly. That's when Naledi felt it. The first crack. Meanwhile, Z chooses Naledi's outfit carefully. Tighter. More revealing. Naledi hesitates. Isn't this a bit much? Naledi mentions. This is what works. Z replies with a serious voice. What started as guidance was starting to feel like instruction. Later that day they were in a luxury car. Silence. City passing by. Where are we going? Naledi asks shyly. Meeting someone. Naledi, nervous. About what? Z doesn't answer. Silence can be louder than honesty. They arrive at their destination and there was a well-dressed older man. Soft music in the background. Expensive drinks. Naledi sits stiff. Z relaxed. Man, smiling. You're even more beautiful in person. The man said. Naledi forces a smile. Naledi, quiet, to Z. What is this? Z in a low voice says. Relax. Just talk. Just entertain. That's when Naledi understood. This wasn't networking. It was negotiation. Naledi rushes to the bathroom to process everything. Naledi in the mirror. Makeup smudged. Breathing fast. The mirror doesn't lie. It waits. Naledi whispers to herself. This isn't what I prayed for. She wipes her face. The soft life wasn't soft. It was sharp. Back at the apartment. City lights. Tension thick. You used me. Z, tired, honest. I gave you a life. You gave me a trap. Nothing comes free, Naledi. Truth hurts most when it sounds familiar. Naledi leaves with her small bag. Taxi waiting. She looks back once. Then forward. Nelody came to Sandton chasing a dream. She left with something better. Her choice. Taxi drives away. The soft life is real. But so is the price.